pretty people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm back apparently these days. I'm gonna be a book video too apparently. Today just wanted to do this video. I read every single HD Carlton book so that you don't have to, but if you like dark romance, you 100% should. I think the camera's actually on like the wrong way completely, so I'm just gonna that around. Very big thing. Huge content trigger warning. There are very dark subjects in this video. Mentions of unaliving. I'm so sorry to use that word as for thingy's sake, so I don't get like, I don't know, banned for life for just for like saying anything. So SA, any, oh, DV also a huge one, at least in the first book. Child abuse, I think that's, yes, that's not an I think, it is a thing. Yeah, very, like, please proceed with caution. If you want to read any of Haley's books, read the content warnings. Whatever you do, read the content warnings. She does not do soft YA books. She does like very like dark romance. There's dark romance that, but really they are just very like the subjects in them, they are so dark. Please make sure you take care of yourself, because Hunting Adeline did start triggering me. I did find a way around it though, so it's fine. It's whatever. I can't get it right because I'm like looking here because I'm there. I'm trying to like look at the camera and I'm still looking at myself. So I have no idea. Anyway, I read every single HD Carlton book so that you don't have to. But, as I said, you probably should if you enjoy dark romance. Yeah, basically, the first ever book I have ever read, like properly, it's not the first book I ever read, but like the book that got me into reading is Haunting Adeline by HD Carlton. Came across it by complete accident. I was actually buying The Never King. Yes, it's a dark romantasy. I'm pretty sure it's a dark fantasy, something like that. It was still dark, but I wanted it. I wanted to read it. So I got, I was looking at, so basically what happened was, so I have eBay, right? I'm like looking at eBay. I'm like clearing out my watching thing, because a bunch of things there were like either cringe, I was not gonna buy them, or something similar. For some reason, I just was like, bye. So, I'm scrolling, and then suddenly I see The Never King by, let me remember her name, Nikki St. Crow? Give me a second. Yes, it's Nikki St. Crow. I was correct there. So I see it and I'm like, oh, I still want to read this. Let's just get it. Maybe I'll enjoy reading. Why not? Maybe I'll enjoy her book. I also remember like finding out it's actually a part of a series. I was like, maybe I won't read the rest of the series. I did. Spoiler alert, I did. But yeah, I was just kind of looking at it and I was like, why not get it? So I get it, and then I see recommended right underneath Haunting Adeline, and I'm like, the cover is so pretty. I like it. It's so cute. It's so adorable. I like it. I go into it, and I'm like, I read the what's it called? The blurb, and I'm like, okay. This is kind of interesting. Scroll lower. I see the caption, the quotes. That got me. That was the thing that convinced me to read the book. In fact, it convinced me so hard that when I got the two books, I looked at them and I realized, firstly, one of them is massive, like almost 600 pages, like just a huge book. And there's this tiny novella which had like I think 200 pages, like little like 200 pages novella. And I look at them and I'm like, well, this is shorter, but this is highly interesting. So I read Haunting Adeline in 3 days. Bear in mind, no, was it 3 days or 2 days? I think it might have been 2 days actually. Bear in mind, up until that point, I have read very few books. Out of my own free will, I've read even less. I had a book series. I did sell it. I mean, I did sell half of it at this point in Vinted. But yeah, I never really like had that thing for reading. And then I start reading H.G. Carlton, and I'm like, this. I'm start reading Haunting Adeline, and I'm like, this is it. This is my perfect type of book. And here I am now, read every single one of her books because I felt like it, because I wanted to. So yeah, I guess let's talk about her books. I'm gonna do this chronologically. I'm doing this just like, so this is the way I'm gonna do this. Shallow River. It was not my first book I read, obviously, but it was, I think, my fourth. Yes, it was. It was my fourth book I read by H.G. Carlton. So the book has two main characters, a male main character and a female main character, whatever. The female main character is called River. I can't remember her surname, I'm sorry. The male main character is called Mako. I think that's her. Mako, I think it's Mako. So yeah, those are the two main characters. You mostly follow the storyline of River, who is in a very abusive relationship. There's a lot of graphic DV, SA in this book. I rated it 4 stars though, because overall it was just such a beautiful storyline. Apart from like the dark subjects, it was such a beautiful like storyline, the way it's done. Mako, he's a girl's girl. He is a girl's girl. He knew how to go about the situation because his brother had got into this type of situation before, and he wanted to like do something to stop his brother, and basically was trying his best to do this. And yeah, he basically just, it's a really beautiful book overall. So yeah, I gave it 4 stars. I think the biggest thing that like dropped stars was the fact that there were no content warnings for this book, not that I knew of. So there was scenes where, oh my gosh, my eyeliner smudged, oh no. There were scenes where I just kind of they were difficult for me. Okay, it's a very, very heavy, it's a lot of heavy topics, very heavy book in and of itself, very dark. Probably the most, if not the darkest book I have. I think it is the darkest book I've read actually, as of right now, like topic wise, darkest book, 100%. But yeah, give it 4 stars. It was beautiful. Next up, what's next? Haunting Adeline. Oh, I love Haunting Adeline. Obviously, it's my perfect book. That the cat and mouse duet. Actually, I'm gonna do cat and mouse duet, both of them in one, because there is an omnibus, so it's fine. The cat and mouse duet. Oh my gosh, it was such. I loved it. It's so you have 2 main characters. Okay, we have the Shadow and the Manipulator. The Shadow because he shadows her. The Manipulator because she's an author. Yeah, and it's the first book is kind of just like them getting to them getting to know each other in a way, but like kind of not. If you know it, if you know, you know. He is if you touch her, you will be eliminated from existence. Like, an actual scene in it is like, she goes to a bar, she meets a guy there, she's kind of like, he's kind of interesting, I wanna do stuff with him, as one does. He tells her not to because she will find his hands, the guys that she picks up at the bar, his hands on her porch, and she's like, as if. Brings him home, they do stuff. The shadow, delicately saying, knocks on the door. And then I think 2 days later, maybe the next day even, she finds a little mysterious box. In it, the hands of the guy. How does she know it's the guy's hands? The tattoo that he had on his, I think, palm, on his thumb, like near, like this area, is right there. I love Zaid Meadows. I don't know if this is like obvious, but I adore Zaid Meadows, and I would commit things for him. He is beauty masterpiece. I am screwed up. I don't know if it's obvious, but I am screwed up. Hunting Adeline, I feel like Hunting Adeline takes a turn that's just, oh my gosh, it starts off, well, I can't tell you much from the start, mainly from Adeline's point of view, because I did skip around because it was kind of triggering for me. So I did skip around a bit with the first part. But Zaid is just constantly like trying to help her, to find her, just to get her to safety. It says like 2 months later, and you're like, oh no. And then the scene with Sibby, I'll get into Sibby and Satan's Affair, but the scene with Sibby near the end, when they get the trio together, is great. I stan Sibby so much. She is an icon. Sibby is an icon. And yeah, I do adore Sibby. She has my heart. She has my heart. It's great. I love it. But, oh, by the way, from the Cat Mouse duet, Hunting Adeline I think has more of a storyline than Haunting Adeline. But once again, check your trigger warnings. There is a lot of scenes in there. Satan's Affair. Satan's Affair is a spin-off of the Cat Mouse duet. Basically, it just follows Sibby. Okay, it follows Sibby. It tells you her life, what she has gone through, a lot of stuff. How she destroyed a cult, which I bow to you, Queen, that you ate with that. Legit. Like, yeah, you did make everyone homeless, but like, you ate because you absolutely wrecked a cult. And that is queen behavior right there. Fuck Sydney. Anyway, so, yeah, you basically follow Sibby. The first scene is, the first scene is questionable, but anyway. Then you see her meeting Zaid. She's like, he gives me weird vibes. He doesn't smell bad because basically Sibby finds she has a demon slayer, and the way she knows someone is a demon is by their scent, by their smell. She knows someone's a demon because of how they smell, because they smell rotten, because they are rotting from the inside, and basically, yeah, that's basically how she explains it. It's they're rotting from the inside, and the smell's like coming out, trying to escape, basically. And yeah, so she smells out anyone who smells rotten and removes them. Control X. Just like she really enjoys, if you know, you know, she really enjoys Control Xing people. As I said, if you know, you know. And gave it, oh yeah, the cat and mouse duet, I gave 5 stars each, absolutely deserving. In fact, I would even argue Hunting Adeline deserves 6 stars. But anyway, Satan's Affair I gave 4 stars. I think it was mainly because of a particular thing, how she reacted, I think. Yeah, with like one of her earlier one of the earlier people. We have the book that took me really long to read because I got into a book slump, but then when I got into it, I finished it within a week. Does it hurt? The man in this book. So yeah, you have 2 main characters. You have Sawyer and you have Enzo. Basically, you kind of, it's mostly, I think it's like, it's an enemies to lovers, forced proximity, one bed trope. It's more bullies to lovers, but yeah, it's still, it ate up. Like, I saw that, like, oh yeah, don't worry about it. I mean, it does have just one bed, and I'm like, yes. I get very excited over that. And yeah, Enzo, I do love Enzo. Enzo is an icon, but I also feel like he was a little much at times. The way he was would at times like just overwhelm me in a way. I'm just like, kind of, you're kind of giving me the ick. She ain't doing anything. She's just minding her own business. She is in a literal cave trying to get some privacy, trying to just relax for a second, and you're all like, I ain't gonna give it to you. At times he did give me the ick. I mean, overall, he's not a bad guy. He's pretty cool, whatever. He does do the touch her and I you thing. He does do that because he is the only one who can her. And yeah, pretty much that's kind of what happens there. Gave it 4 stars because, as I said, there are better characters. I'm sorry. Sawyer, she would cry about problems that she created for herself, and at times I was just, I mean, I get it. I get where you're coming from, but yeah. Next, but this is actually the last book. Where's Molly? It gave me the closure I needed. Every single closure I needed, every scene that I needed was in that book. Everything I needed was there. It was there. Everything I just had to have, it was there. It really like gave you a vision of like what was happening, and it was so like, there was so many. Cage, I love him. He is such a sweetheart, and I think what makes Cage lovable is like, you escaped. I told you to escape, and you escaped, and it did hurt me that you escaped, but at the same time, I love you and I want to be with you. And yeah, he ate up. up. He is, I do love him as a character. He's great. Molly, she baddest bitch I've seen. She is like up there. If you saw my TikTok, I did rank them, and she I think got number 3, but that's just because Sibby is an icon to me, and then River absolutely slayed. But the way Molly like operated, beauty. In fact, I think I would actually like go back in that video and actually switch back the thing with Molly being number 2, because she ate up with that. The way she like just handled the situations, the way she handled the people was absolutely magnificent. I don't like the fact that my hair looks like it's one color. Sorry, that's irrelevant. That is completely irrelevant. I just noticed that and it's pissing me off. So, these are all of H.D. Carlton's books. As I said, 100% recommend her. I'll leave her links actually in the description below if you want to check her out, because I'm not sponsored by anything from her. I've never been gifted anything, so this is literally my own opinion. I do just genuinely love the books. The day I finish Stefan's Diaries, I will do a video like this, being like, this book was actually really good. Then I followed up with this book, which was absolute dog shit. Well, it wasn't dog shit, but it was so mid that like it took me almost a year to read. Yeah, the day I finish this series, I'm literally on the last 2 books. This is the one I'm currently reading, obviously, as you can tell, The Asylum. I'm on page, don't mind Zayden Ryerson. I'm on page 50. And yeah, this is what I have in this book. I love Zayden. He's an icon. If I do not believe that Violet deserves him, actually. I will argue that. I will not be mad, actually. In fact, I have accepted it. If Violet ends up with Dane, I'm okay with him. I'm okay. She does not deserve Zayden. Zayden is Zayden. Zayden deserves not Katarina, whatever her name is. He does not. He deserves me. Yeah, this outro is long as fuck. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed whatever this was. I read every single H.D. Carlton book, and I recommend that you do it too. Only if you can handle it. Take care of your mental health. Take your medication, drink water, have food. Bye.